Good evening, Professor. Today, my teammates Manan, Ishita, Shahana, Bhavya, and myself, Utkarsh, are going to present on branding on April and Oak. So, why we chose April and Oak is because three of us have been working with them for over a year now. The company is very close to us, and we want to optimize it in order to build a bigger and a better brand.
Go.
April and Oak is an Australian-owned company which started 5 years ago as an online business. After being in business for 3 years, they decided to test the market by opening a brand new physical store, which was a pop-up. All of that started in Rhodes. After 1 year of business in Rhodes as a pop-up store, it became successful, and they decided to turn that pop-up store in a flagship. Following that, April and Oak opened several pop-up stores in Hurstville, Macarthur, Hornsby, and at the moment at Castle Towers. The target audience of April and Oak ranges from 24 years old to 60s, and it is highly dominated by an 80% of women. The target audience consists of 20% of males. April and Oak has a wide range of products so that they can cater for all the expectation and the needs of a broad range of customers. They offer low price products and as well as premium products which comes from handcrafted artisans in India.
Cool.
April and Oak has over 8,000 products online, but due to the lack of space, they display all of their new products throughout the year. The mission and vision of the company is to provide a personalized space and a sanctuary for people to be comfortable in and to always exert the April and Oak experience on them.
In terms of branding, the name of the company is April and Oak, wherein the company was started in April and majority of the product they sell comes from oak. So now coming down to the logo of April and Oak. The leaf represents the natural aspect of the company, and the three circles around the leaf tells us how close we are related to the earth.
Alright guys, now talking about market positioning and value proposition, April and Oak has a very quirky and masculine product, and in an industry which is highly dominated by a feminine touch products, and this actually sets it apart from all the other competitors because it has a unique value proposition. All the other competitors have a very feminine touch to it, but the April and Oak, it has a very oaky feel to it. It has a very rigid and a rustic look that sets it apart from all the furniture stores in all Australia. Alright, but also along with that, it also gives us at a cheaper marketing tactic, that is when you compare it to different competitive markets or the stores, if you look at it, it gives you a cheaper price option available for the exact same furniture or the table or the chair you're looking for. And also if the customer finds the exact same price, what they do is they match it down with an instant price quotation and mark it down by 20% if it has the same price in the opposite store. Along with that, they also have very quicker deliveries, and as you compare the quicker deliveries, when you compare it with other stores, they do it in like 6 to 12 weeks, but April and Oak does it in only 6 to 8 days. Can you look at that? That's a really unique value proposition, and it sets apart from the entire market actually. This is where it leads, and with having such a low lead time and quicker deliveries, it really sets it apart from all the entire stores. And if you look at it, out of all of this, it still has one more proposition. Moreover, April and Oak also offer a weekly special on the higher commodity products. For example, the velvet chair, the purple velvet chair that is known as the KB02 chair, it was listed as $299, but for that special week and only for the special offer that happens every week on different commodities, that product from $299 it went to $99, and it's available for all the customers that are associated with April and Oak, and also to the new customers, they are most likely welcome to the store. Along with this, the most important feature, they also have stylists available inside the store. They cater to you specifically, and they're available on Mondays and Saturdays for the consultation. For example, if you like a furniture, or if you like a photo on Instagram and you would feel like, damn, if I had this thing at my home exactly the same way. But yes, we have that option available. That stylist can actually make that look exactly the same how you picture it in your head, inside your house, however you like it, whenever you like it, and you can hire them as many of times you want at whatever the price that they demand. And this is a very exclusive offer that is only available at April and Oak and not any other furniture store. So these are the very market positioning and the value proposition that April and Oak offer.
So I'll be talking about the situational analysis. The strengths of the company includes the company is Australian owned and the owner works really closely to the company. So there's a sense of belonging to the company's customer with the company. Also, the products of the company are delivered within 2 weeks in relation to their competitors that usually take about 6 to 8 weeks to deliver their products. This is because of the fact that the company has extremely close relationships with the people they work with, and that is why they are able to turn around products really quickly. Moving forward towards the weaknesses, the company has no fixed policies or procedures in the company. This is because they have only been operating since 3 years and they only have one flagship store. So they are still trying to figure out what is best for them and what is not, and what is the best possible thing they can use in order to do a certain thing. Next, opportunities. Since they have stylists in the store that only a few people are aware about, so they can really do something in the styling business. Also, property styling is really booming in Australia as of now. So they'll be able to do this if they can use Instagram for stylists, where they can promote this concept and capture this segment of people. Then lastly, the threats. At the moment, the store is facing retail recession. This is because their stores are struggling and they're only 5 days into Christmas and the sale is still not to the point. This can happen because there's a fire season going on and due to bushfires. So people don't feel like leaving the houses and they prefer shopping online.
Current relationship marketing of April & Oak includes subscription. These are the specialized loyalty subscriptions known as the home addicts. Under this subscription, every customer whoever subscribes gets 10% discount on their first purchase. Beyond that, they give their name, IDs and contact numbers so that whenever there are promotional schemes, they get all the informations on their contact numbers and email IDs, whichever they have given. Beyond this promotion, they also have their offline promotions in the shopping centers themselves. They put up visual merchandisings, and they also undertake the online promotion through Google, Instagram and Facebook. After understanding the current situation of April & Oak, we have been able to foresight the 4 main problems that the company is facing right now within the market. The 4 main issues that have become a threat to the survival of the company. Out of them, the first and the most major one is the difference between their online store and the physical stores in the market centers itself. There's a lot of difference between the product range. If we have a look on the online store, there are nearly 8,000 products, but the physical stores within the shopping centers, even if we sum up all the different products in different stores all around the New South Wales, there are nearly just 700 products, which is less than the 10% of total products which they can provide. Just imagine if a customer goes and visits the online store and they want to have a feel of the products which they have seen online. If they go to the store, they get disheartened because they are unable to get the products. So due to this, the customers feel bad and the market reputation of this company gets dampened. Another major issue with the company is the sales channel mismanagement. This means they do not even have their own warehousing. Just imagine a big company which sells furniture and home decor products. It does not even have their own warehouse to keep an account for all the inventory that has to be sold. What they do is they rely on their supplier, which is the HNG, for the warehousing purposes as well. So this causes a lack of complete inventory management, and they do not know actually what is available with them and what is not, because it takes a lot of time when the warehousing information from the HNG is updated and when it reaches to the April & Oak. For instance, if a customer walks in April & Oak, they are unable to find the product on shelf at that time, they place an order with an expectation that they will be able to receive the order at their home in some coming days. But when the store checks with the warehouse, sometimes it shows the product is available in the warehouse of HNG, sometimes they show it is not. So there is a lack of complete mismanagement and misinformation to the customer that they will be able to receive the product, but they do not receive the product in coming time because sometimes the product is not even available, but system shows it is available.
The problem is negative customer-based brand equity. April & Oak boasts itself on the huge variety of unique products that they offer to their audiences. However, the brand equity of the company is not at its best. This is because customers do not perceive or associate the company with any of the favorable brand elements around them. Though April and Oak has brand strength, favorability, and uniqueness to build a strong brand image, they are unable to do so. This is because of the inactivity of social media marketing. Um, with the surging users of social media, April and Oak is lagging behind by not using those platforms in order to build a strong brand image. They are using all of their energy to provide unique products to their audiences instead of using that energy to build a strong brand image. Due to lack of marketing planning and strategies, April and Oak gets disadvantaged in the face of slightly stronger brands, which comes along throughout time. Problem is unawareness among customers. So April and Oak has a CRM software called Wend. So whenever a customer purchases a product from the store, their credentials such as their name, surname, and email address are noted in the CRM system for them to receive offers on their email. So this is a membership registration. So when the customers registers and become member, they become a part of the Home Addicts program where they are sent offers through emails. But despite having the loyalty programs, the store hasn't experienced an increase in the foot traffic on sales day. Surprisingly enough, the customers are not even aware of the offers that are going on in the store, and they're not even informed about the new products that come in the store. So therefore, April and Oak, despite having a huge variety of products that the store offer, April and Oak still faces a decline in their sales due to unawareness among people.
We've seen all the key challenges that April and Oak is facing at the moment as being a company of homeware and furniture within the industry. Through that, we've been able to devise 4 different recommendations that we believe the company will use and will be able to climb the ladder within this competitive industry. The first one is going to be the experiential marketing. For the company to successfully provide their experiential marketing, they will need to have a warehouse of their own. As formerly mentioned, the company at the moment is using the warehouse of their major supplier, which is Home and Giftware. Having a huge storage area of their own, they will be able to use it conveniently and creatively. The first thing that they could do with that area is host VIP nights with wine and cheese, where they'll be able to get customers to access products that have not been displayed on the shelves yet. Aside from just a privileged access, they're going to give their customers a preview of what April and Oak products can look like in their home. To make it more attractive, they can also get their stylists to create a maze-like pathway, the same as IKEA, and along the pathway there can be different kind of trends and looks that are good at the moment. Through that VIP and privileged access, it's going to create an emotional value and attachment from the customer sides for the April and Oak brand. The second recommendation we came up with is the website facelift. As we formerly mentioned, there is a huge gap between the online and the physical store. Through our recommendation, we would suggest the company to firstly take pictures of visually merchandised products within the store and put it online. That is going to create a spark of consistency from the customer's perception. They'll get to know that, okay, April and Oak is there, and the website and the physical store, all of them they have things in common. And the fact that the products are already visually merchandised by experts, they will be worth it to put it on their website. Another feature that we would highly recommend the company to add on their website is to have a store locator feature. A store locator feature will allow a lot of customers who wants to touch and feel and see the products before they buy it. Since they have a lot of different pop-up stores around New South Wales, it would be easier for customers to convert for potential customers to convert and be good and loyal customers as well. Another addendum that we wanted to suggest the company to add on the website is a request for viewing within the warehouse. Some of the products are not actually available in any of the stores. So for those, and especially for those high-end premium products which are above $2,000, they can allow customers, potential customers online, to just sign up for an appointment so that they can view it at the warehouse. That will allow the customers to feel that they are being catered for and their needs are being looked after.
So the next recommendation for April and Oak is the CRM reboot. So as you know, April and Oak does not have a good CRM, and as we are aware of, CRM is a very important software and it's very crucial for all the businesses that are in retail. Alright, so April and Oak is need in a change of CRM. So what kind of CRM? It could be any Zoho, HubSpot or Salesforce. But what happens after the change? The change will get us to know the purchase history of the product that is made by the customer, and also the history of the customer. As you all know, customers like to be known, right? So this all leads us to a change in a very dramatic way for April and Oak once we start using this CRM. So through the newer CRM system, April and Oak can actually revamp its original CRM system, that is the Home Addicts. And what we would recommend is they could introduce the 3-point level based system, and that would be the first level could be the vouchers, that could be seasonal or birthdays specials. And the level 2 we could increase up from that could be the exclusive VIP nights that are only recommended for the loyal customers who have actually shopped from the April and Oak regularly more often. And then the final level could be the exclusive stylist programs, premium programs, that our very own stylist will be coming over and actually be helping you with the setting up of your furniture or your living room. And this could be only possible, the final level, if you actually spend up to $10,000 personally on the April and Oak level. So these are all the different kinds of level which we can use for when revamping our CRM system. That's why it's really important that April and Oak actually use a new CRM system that would actually lead them to a very marginal size growth. So the final recommendation would be the social media postings. As you know, there are more than 10.3 thousand followers on Instagram and over 10,000 followers on Facebook for April and Oak. And if you think of it, we are such a small enterprise, but we have such a huge followers list, and it could actually flourish for us. But the problem is, as we are seeing it through, we have a high number of followers, but the engagement rate is very low, as the customers are only liking or commenting on the photos, but they are not actually going through any of the catalog. So what we can do to improve the engagement rate, the first thing could be the monthly competitions among the customers. So what the customers do, the ones who are buying the products, they could actually get into this competition where they can actually set up their houses, or the furniture or the living rooms, and they can set photos online on the page and tag April and Oak and mention us as the competition. And every end of the month of the competition, we could select a winner and we can give them voucher, so that we could improve the engagement rate within the customers that we already have. The second point would be the improving the sales point of view. As you go on Instagram or Facebook, you can always see that the price are quoted, but on the photos, if you click on it, there are some price like $200, $300, and it's very easier, it's very interactable, and that's what the customer needs actually. And that's how they can actually, when they open a photo, and automatically if they can click, or without clicking, they could actually see the price on the shams or on the furniture, on the throws. It would be so easier for them to actually buy the products, and this would actually increase the engagement rate, and they would actually like to click on those products. And the final step they could use is that the April and Oak could tap in is actually the vloggers and the unboxing video artists on YouTube. Those are like MKHD, iJustine, or Jonathan Morrison. What they do is actually they have an entire setup of their homeware and the furniture, including with the style. So what we could, as April and Oak, we could actually provide them with the furniture, because they have like 10 and 20 million followers. We could actually revamp our boost on social media. When people watch these videos, they could actually just drop by and they say this entire wood finish is actually made by April and Oak, and that will actually use that marketing tactic as a boost for our customers that will help us actually grow substantially over a long period of time. And April and Oak can come under a limelight under the YouTube stars, and that will actually help us grow on the social media marketing that creates a very huge engagement rate among the customers of April and Oak.
As a conclusion, going around the entire presentation, we firstly introduced an Australian-owned furniture and homeware store called April and Oak. We spoke about the number of pop-up stores they have in NSW. After that, we introduced the mission and vision of them providing a very exquisite and experiential sense of products when it comes to homewares to their customers. Next, we also showed the value proposition and the positioning of April and Oak as a brand in the current market. We explained the meaning of April and Oak being the fact that it started in the month of April, and the natural aspect of it, which is the oak, the name of the brand. We also explained about how is it related to the logo, and how is it perceived by the customers. Following that, we came up with a situation and analysis, which is the SWOT of the current situation for the company within the entire furniture and homeware industry. Lastly, we of course introduced the problems and the key challenges that we saw April and Oak is encountering at the moment, and that is why it's hindering the company to actually have a step and an edge over its competitors. Being a branding assignment, we came up with our personally devised recommendation, which was firstly the experiential marketing, the website facelifts, the CRM reboot, and of course social media campaign. By doing all of these recommendations, putting them in action, we believe that April and Oak will actually build up its brand rather than just giving products to its customers, and thus be known around in the industry of furniture and homewares.